So especially for me with, a single mom taking care of 4 kids, I was able to buy like 7 wigs. Welcome back to my channel, guys, and in this video I am going to be talking about how African girls can take care of their hair in order to make it grow long, thick and healthy. I'm going to start this video off by talking about how I in particular was able to grow my hair to this point. I'm going to be giving a timeline on how I took care of my hair, starting from when I was really small. I'm talking like primary school, up until when I decided to go natural, my transitioning phase, and where we are at now. We would wash our hair at the salon. We call it washing and setting. We would do that once a month. Then we would braid our hair. In the school I went to, we had a particular hairstyle, and it was basically cornrow hairstyles. Any hairstyle at all that you decide to do on your hair, just ensure that everything went back, all back like this. We called it all back. We will carry that for like 2 weeks, because after 2 weeks it's fuzzy, children. We are playing, we are rough with our hair, we are rough with everything. After 2 weeks, we will take it down, go back to the salon and get it braided up again until the next month. Then we will wash, set, rinse and repeat. This is what I did all throughout my life in primary school. Maybe during the holidays when we are not going to school, I would get sew-ins, I would get packing gel with more sew-ins, I would get braids. Braids is something that I think everyone around me, all the girls around me from young to old, we did this like 2 to 3 times a year, because compared to sew-ins and wigs, it was way more expensive to install. So again, did this from primary to secondary school, graduated from secondary school. I didn't need to do the all back weaves anymore. So we started experimenting with different other hairstyles. And when I got into uni, those experiments continued. Every single month, I would save up money to go and get my hair done. And my go-to hairstyle was always sew-ins. By sew-ins, I mean weave-ons. I'm going to plug in a few pictures because I was taking pictures of those moments when I was in school. And again, once or twice a year, I would get braids done if I was able to save up enough money for those. So it got to a point where like there was a revolution or evolution of wig wearing, especially in my school. And this revolution slash evolution I suspect, happened because getting the sew-ins and the braids we are getting more and more expensive. So especially for me with, a single mom taking care of 4 kids, I had to find a way to save money. So I decided to like save up the money that my mom was sending me to take care of my hair, saved it up. When I managed to save up enough, I was able to buy like 7 wigs. I actually got them customized. I didn't buy the wigs. I got like different bundles, different colors of hair. I was going through a phase where I was like into colors. Some of the colors didn't match, my skin tone, but I still wanted the colors, and I tend to do whatever I want. Nobody's going to beat me, so I would do it anyway. Got like 7 different wigs for about 2 years. My remaining 2 years in school, no, I got those wigs in 2018, and I wore them till I graduated in 2019. September 2019, that's when I graduated from uni. Now this is what my hair care routine looked like in that period of time. I would wash and set my hair myself at home, because at this point, conditioners and shampoos were now made available in stores. I do not know if they were available initially, like in secondary and primary school, but as of the time we were in uni, girls were doing the washing and setting at home. So I would do my washing and setting myself. Anytime at all I wanted to get my hair done, I would wash and set my hair myself. And at that time, I was using my VO5 shampoo and conditioner. That was the only product I was using. Then for hair mask, I was using the Originals Africa's best olive oil hair mayonnaise. So this is how I would take care of my hair. Once I'm done with the washing, conditioning, and all that, I would go to my hairdresser in school to put my hair into cornrows so that when I put my wigs on top, it will be able to lay flat. I did this from 2018 to 2019. I was not able to see any growth because I was a relaxed girl. But for somebody with relaxed hair, my hair was still pretty long. It was, I think, past my collarbone, almost at my armpit. So for many people, around me in that time, it was long hair. So I decided to transition because every single time I would get my hair relaxed, aside from the fact that I was always losing the hair that I retained, I would always suffer relaxer burns. So I got tired of going through that pain, and I was like, I have graduated from uni. I have time to figure out what this natural hair life is about. My best friend Miracle at the time had been trying to convince me for about a year to go natural since I am tired of relaxing my hair, or at least going through the pains of relaxer. I was not very fond of having straight hair. I always wanted curly hair, but I thought that my hair was naturally straight because I didn't know that relaxers were permanent straighteners. For about 4 months into my natural hair journey, I still had the mentality that if I did not relax my hair for a certain period of time, that it would revert back to its natural state. My friend cleared me up very quick. She was like, no, relaxers permanently straighten your hair, and that is permanent damage that is going to remain unless you get rid of it. And that thing she said stuck with me. It shocked me a bit, but it definitely stuck with me. So for 1 year, I transitioned religiously, and I do not know what happened to me during that time. I was like, okay, since I'm wasting money using shampoos, hair masks, leave-in conditioners, shea butter, etc., on hair that I plan on cutting anyway, that it's best I just do the big chop. And after 1 year of transitioning, I did the big chop, and I regret it. I regret it till to this day. Anyone that will ask me if they should transition or big chop, I say transition, especially if you are looking for length. Because if I had transitioned, my hair would be way longer right now. When I became officially natural, my hair care routine did not change too much from what I was doing initially. When I was relaxed and, rocking the wigs for that 1 year and some change, I would again wash, condition, moisturize my hair, go to a hairdresser to put it into braids, wear my wigs. When I went natural, exact same thing I was doing, but with little tweaks here and there. When I went natural, I started pre-pooing. I pre-poo and I use oils to do that. Every night or hours before I wash my hair, I always apply very conditioning hair softening oils to my hair, leave it in for a few hours to properly penetrate my hair or properly coat my hair before I wash it. And at that time, the treatment I was using was rice water. I would condition it, put it in a protective style, continue wearing my wigs, and for quite frankly, that's what I am still doing till this very day. Wear the wigs, wear the wigs, wear the bigs. When I'm in the mood for the braids, I will go get the braids done, whether it's braids, full locks, twists. Like nothing really changed when it came to like hairstyling and all that. And again, as you noticed, the hair care routine didn't really change that much. The only thing I would say is that things like hot oil pre-poos and treatments now entered the chat. And let's not also forget trims, twice a year trims. That is something that I feel like if I was relaxed, all these things basically, I feel if I was doing it when I was relaxed, I would have had long, extremely long, relaxed hair. When I entered the natural hair community, the people that guided me, they don't know they did, but that's basically why they created that platforms where natural hair influencers like Brittany Rose, Natural 85, Shanta's Way, Natural Academia, Indigenous Strands, Mercy Gono, especially Mercy Gono. She loves using aloe vera a lot, and she is like the number one reason why aloe vera is a staple in my hair care arsenal. Now I am going to talk about how my fellow African ladies can implement these hair care routines to grow their hair long. Because like I said, growing up, these were things that we were doing, but little tweaks here and there can really make changes, big changes in your natural hair journey, or your relaxed hair journey, anything at all that you're doing with your hair. These changes can really help you to see results. First is the pre-poo. Why do I do this? The pre-poo slash hot oil treatment. Why do I do this? Because I have noticed a huge difference between when I do it and when I don't do it. When I do it and I'm done washing my hair does not feel stripped. And that also can be accredited to the shampoo that I use. But at the same time, I have tried using stripping shampoos to test if the pre-poo works, and it does work. Favorite shampoo I use is Head and Shoulders, but you can use whatever shampoo that is effective for you, your hair, and your scalp. Second thing I do is wash, obviously. Clean scalp, clean hair growth, healthy hair growth. You get the gist. After the washing, I treat my hair. At this point, I treat my hair with several things, from rice water to black tea rinses, black tea slash green tea rinses, um also henna hair mask for color vibrancy, fortification of hair strands, and bonding treatments. Well, I'm going to be putting down the leave in and wash out body bonding treatments. I'm trying to find bonding treatments that I can apply to my hair and leave on without washing it. Then once I'm done doing all that, condition with conditioners that actually condition your hair. And conditioning means basically to soften your hair. Done with all of that, you moisturize your hair. If leave-in conditioners work for you, you use leave-in conditioners. For me personally, I moisturize my hair with leave-in conditioner, shea butter, lock everything in with an oil, put it in a protective style, just like this. Make sure that it is clean so that I'll be able to wear it without the wigs. And with the wigs, you see, very stylish, very neat, very put together. If I'm going to an occasion where a lot of pump and frills is needed, throw on my wigs. I have a few. So I put them on, make sure everything is secure, and we are going. When the mood falls upon me to get braids, I go get them done. That hasn't changed. Braids for me is still 1 or 2 times a year. In future, it's still going to remain that way unless again I have an event, occasion, situation that requires braids, then it's going to be maybe still twice a year. Done with that. Again, when you're detangling your hair, be gentle. This is something that I didn't do properly as a relaxed hair girly. I would take combs that were not meant for our afro textured hair, and I would start detangling dry hair from the roots, right? Roots down to the bottom of my hair, and that caused mad breakage and tension. Again, whether you're relaxed or natural, find a gentle tool that can help detangle your hair effectively. And when detangling, try applying a product that is going to help melt away the tangles, make tangling gentle, easy, and stress-free. And always start from the bottom, then work your way up to the top. Yeah. That's how my African girls, my African ladies can grow their hair. Just little tweaks here and there, and I can promise you, you will see results. Don't forget to trim your hair. Split ends cause more split ends, and those can cause stunted growth. You do not need to get rid of all your split ends. Just get rid of enough to make your ends even, so that they don't start wrapping around each other and causing more damage, causing more stress for you whenever you're taking down your hair. That's it for this video. If you liked, if you're interested in seeing more content from me, consider subscribing, turning on your notification bell so that you get notified every single time I upload a new one. See you in my next one. Choose and love you.